time to mind your own business. Madam Hooch, Sky and I were wondering if we could talk to you about the state of the Quidditch pitch. Full seats will be arriving for the flying lesson to help restore the pitch in time for the Quidditch Cup final. But as I told you at the assembly, there's simply nothing that can be done. Wicker's removal to clear the pitch as soon as possible. Besides, they're all booked up and won't have time to remove the gnomes until after our school has concluded. And saving the Quidditch Cup final is the whole blasted point. Who you're speaking with, Miss Parkin, kindly adjust your tone. I know how important the Quidditch Cup final is to you, and believe me, I care about it just as much as you do. Can't rely on the denomen professionals to get the job done in time. Perhaps Sky and I can offer our brilliant denomen services to help clear the pitch for you. You would be able to clear away all those gnomes before the final match. There are too many. It's a kind offer, but I really don't have time to discuss this right now. While we do that, hopefully we can convince you. Now that we have helped you with your task and made our case, will you let us denome the pitch? Do make a compelling argument. Thank you for reminding me that both of you already have some experience with denoming. The time Hagrid rained those gnomes from his garden and they found their way to our pitch, Sky and I punted those gnomes straight away. The reason I'm still hesitant, however, is because Gryffindor has been on a bit of a thin ice this season. How can I trust you to handle such an important task? You may not trust us yet, but I'm asking you for a chance to own it, given that the denomen professionals are all booked up. Your options are quite limited at the moment. We are the best chance you have got. What have you got to lose? I suppose you do make a valid point. After careful consideration, I've decided it wouldn't hurt to give you a crack. Don't make me regret this decision. We'll get rid of those gnomes for you, and once we do, the Quidditch Cup final will be back on track. Let's round up these gnomes. Great job, Gryffindors. I think you're really starting to get into the swing of it. But no matter how many gnomes we bat away, more keep popping up in their place. That may be true, but as I said before, any goal is possible when we set our minds to it. It's the work we did on this pitch today was impressive, and each of you should be proud of your efforts. But if we can't fight these gnomes off all our own, perhaps what we need isn't even the numbers. I'll bet the other teams chipped in to help us battle them. We would get rid of these pesky gnomes in no time. I'll reassemble the team captains at the 3 broomsticks, and together we'll come up with a plan to save the pitch. Hold, you having gnome trouble? Oh. Here we are at the 3 broomsticks again. Let's get to it. I'd say you're actually starting to enjoy our captain meetings together. It's not like I have got something better to do. The Quidditch season has been suspended. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to the 3 of you about. What if I told you that I have come up with a way to save the Quidditch? I'd surely say you're having a laugh. I'm not joking. Sky and I convinced Madam Hooch to let us try our hand at denoming the pitch. My team came close to getting the job done on its own, but there were too many gnomes to tackle alone. With the help of all 4 houses, though, I think it might be possible to restore the pitch and save the season. Don't get me wrong, I want to save the Quidditch season just as badly as you do. The odds of Hufflepuff making it to the Cup the final this year is as good as Gryffindor's, But I saw just how many gnomes are on that pitch. Even with all 4 houses, I'm not sure we would clear them in time. I know it won't be easy, but as I told my team, anything is possible when we put our minds together. Let's work together to come up with a proper strategy. And then hopefully you'll come to see that the job at hand is far less impossible than you may think. You were right. After talking it over, I do feel more confident and can restore the pitch on time, especially if we use the right strategy to remove all the gnomes from the field. We'll drive the gnomes out of the holes by stomping them, making loud noises. Hold on a moment. I actually think a stealthy approach is better. We can sneak up on the gnomes. What do you think? Which strategy should we use? We'll drive the gnomes out by the holes by making a bit of sound. They will reveal themselves. We'll be waiting to grab them and toss them off the pitch. And now that we have decided on the proper strategy, let's go rally our teams and meet back at the pitch. And it's nice collaborating with the other teams, even though I do still feel a strong urge to rack a bludger at them. Thanks for inviting us to the gnome. Looking good, everyone. Keep stomping and making noise. It's helping drive the gnomes out of the holes. And don't be afraid to rely on each other for help. It doesn't matter if you belong to the same team or not. We're all in this fate to save our Quidditch season together. Turns out, clearing this pitch is a lot easier with 4 Quidditch teams instead of just 1. And it also helps to have a great strategy. Thank you, Wrath. This wouldn't have been possible without Ravenclaw and the other teams. Just like when we join up to train with Ethan Parkin, our teams are working together really well. Let's finish what we started. That appears to be the last of them. Great teamwork. I can't believe we denome the entire pitch in record time too. Miss Rath, I do believe you, alright. How long have you been watching? Long enough to see this incredible feat you have accomplished restoring this pitch. Well, I wasn't sure it could be actually done, but somehow you managed to find a way. You've owned it. Now that the pitch has been denomed, does that mean we can resume our Quidditch season? Do require a bit of filling over, and the grass will need to be replanted. But you don't even play on the pitch. You play in the sky. But that's nothing that can't be solved by a few incantations on Locomoto and Hobvicious. I'm proud to announce that we can resume our season and the Quidditch Cup final is officially back on. That's smashing news and something all 4 teams can be proud of regardless of who makes it to the final match. That's not the only good news to report. Bean just told me O'Warren wants to speak with you about something important in the locker room. Let's go pay O'Warren a visit. Is everything alright? I heard you wanted to speak with me about something important. I found myself moved by a truly inspiring sight. We restored the entire pitch and you saved the Quidditch Cup final too. Oh shit. But what inspired me most was how you brought peace and sportsmanship to our compatriots. All four teams were working together in perfect harmony, and unified in their hearts, mind, and body. That has been our goal this season, and it wouldn't have been possible without your help and guidance. You're the one who saw the whole thing through. It's easy to pit rivals against each other, but far more difficult to strengthen the bonds between them. If I may ask a personal question, what is it about Quidditch that makes you love the game so much? Just as you taught me, Quidditch is more than just a game. It provides balance, both in and off the pitch. I can see that you have achieved that balance nicely for yourself and for the team too. How much playing Quidditch provides balance in my life, and stepping away from that game this season has made me realize how imbalanced I am without it. With thanks to you, I've rediscovered my spark, and I'm ready to come back to Quidditch. That's smashing news. Welcome back. This calls for a celebration. The team certainly seems happy to have you back. My mind, heart, and body are rejuvenated, and my life is once again balanced. The whole team is together and just in time for the Quidditch Cup final too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before we can compete in the final match, we need to learn if we made the cuts. Thankfully, we won't have to wait long to find out. Professor Dumbledore will be announcing to reveal the finalists soon. But in the meantime, let's have ourselves a practice to prepare for the cup. And after that, we'll head over to the Great Hall to hear if Gryffindor will be proceeding to the final.